Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Chris's Awareness Knits. That's two S's on Chris's, two S's on awareness, and one S on knits. Welcome to another episode of my blog where we talk about crochet and knitting and living in Japan and everything that's going on. Yeah, so let's get started. What exactly am I wearing? And can you tell that it is sparkly? Let's see. Feel like you can't tell that it's sparkly. But this is a sweater that I made in double crochet. It's got lines across it that I think came out very well. And I think it's very flattering, especially in the neckline. The arms keep shortening up on me. No matter how many times I pin it, they're supposed to be over here, but every time I wear it, they shorten up on me. So I guess I'm going to have to do a few more lines of double crochet just to get myself like properly pinned. So properly, when I pull it, they are the correct size. And then when I wear it for a little while, they are no longer the correct size. So yeah. I think this sweater came out really well. I have a cute little belly band. Let's see if I can back up a little bit so you can see it. It's quite flattering on my back as well. So I made this without a pattern. Just basically like, I could do this, like no problem. Like, I'll figure this out. And I think it came out awesome. This line keeps getting, there you go. That's one thing that I would, if I were to do it again, I would not make that line right there because it gets all messed up and then all of a sudden my girls look lopsided. But I do believe that it is quite flattering. Like, the yoke came out absolutely how I wanted it to be. It's absolutely perfect. And I am so excited to show you this because I've been working on it for weeks and it's just amazing. It's like, it's got a shine to it. I don't know if you can see like the sparkly in it, but it's just like a solid gray with sparkles through it. And it's amazing. It's like you can't even tell. Right now I'm not wearing an undershirt and it's not that itchy at all. Like, it's amazing. I'm so happy with how it came out. So I've been talking to you guys about this for, I don't know, 3 or 4 different episodes. I talked about pinning it. I talked about all kinds of stuff about it. And it's finally done! Yay! I'm so excited. I wore it to work. It's amazing. And people were like, you made that? Like, no way. No way you made that. This is just like, no possible way you made that. And speaking of work, one of my coworkers is in the family way, and she just left on her maternity leave. Now, here in Japan, maternity leave lasts like a year. So I don't know if I'm still going to be here in a year when she returns, but I'd like to make her something, like a hat for mama and a hat for baby that match or something like that. Because in Japan, usually when somebody leaves, they get money. Like, but she had only been working with the company for like with our office for like 6 months. And so the Japanese staff told me that that was inappropriate because she hadn't been there long enough. But every other like company I've worked at, it doesn't matter how long you've been there. If you're getting married or if you're moving to a different like location in the company where you have to move house, or if you're having a baby or some other major life event, you get a little packet of money. But not this time. not for this lady. And I feel like, what? But that's your culture. Yeah, she's only been here 6 months, but she's been with the company for longer than that. She just transferred. It's not her fault. So yeah, I asked about it because I was willing to give my, like, it's usually like $30 or like $100 or whatever. And okay, so yeah, she's gonna get like a year's paid leave, but it's just something you do here in Japan to help people out when they have a major life experience. And I felt really bad that we weren't doing it. So I want to make something for Mama and Baby, but I don't know if I'm still going to be here to deliver it at the when she returns, because she gets a whole year paid leave for maternity. I guess I can ask questions and see if maybe somebody knows her address so I can send it to her, but I don't know. So this is my finished object. I'm going to put maybe a few more circles around the kind of like a bell sleeve type thing, because it just keeps stretching back on me. Like I stretched it out all the way, like 5 or 6 times, and it just keeps, there's my elbow, just keeps tightening back up on me. So I might have to put in a few more rows around the wrists, or I could just keep it as like a 3/4 sleeve type thing. This one is a little bit wider than this one, because this arm is a little bit wider than this one. So it ended up being a little bit wider because that's just how my body is shaped. But it's something that one of my coworkers mentioned. Works in progress. I've done another, I'd say, inch on my blanket for Project Linus. It's getting to be long enough, wide enough now, because it'll be a blanket that's held in this wordly direction. It's getting about wide enough now that I think it would be appropriate for a child. But I have only this much yarn left, so I'm going to finish up my yarn, and then, yeah. So I'm going to finish up all this yarn, and then this project will be done. It's a project I've been working on for a really long time. It feels like, because it's been months, because I'm such a slow knitter. I really am. I crochet like a beast. I'll crochet up a sweater like this in, like, if I'm not working, like 3-4 days. But knitting, I'm slow. I'm slow. I just got to keep working at it until I get to the point where I can, get it up to the same speed as my crochet. Because I started out crocheting. No, I started out knitting. I knit, and then I crocheted, and then I returned back to knitting. So I'm kind of like doing both interchangeably, because, I get tired of knitting, my wrists start to hurt or whatever, and then I move on to a crochet project, and then my wrists don't hurt, and I can move on to the next project. And it's just led to a lot of half-finished projects and, things like that. I still have, oh, sorry, early in the morning here. I just have a few things to work on. Then I want to make another scrap sweater. So that's my projection, is that I'm going to make another scrap sweater. I have a bag full of all my purples. So I'm going to make another scrap sweater out of all my purples. So I have 2 purple sweaters. I would like that very much. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags that are sorted by color. And 7? Yes, 7. 7 bags that are sorted by color. That could also be made to make scrappy projects, because there's nothing more than a single ball of each of those things, of each of those colors. So I can make some scrappy lap blankets. I can make another scrappy sweater. I can make a couple of other scrappy projects, you know. The question is, where am I going to get the time? You know, I had 3 weeks off work for my New Year's, and now I'm just like, when do I have time to craft now? I have like 3 hours a day when I'm not at work or eating or cleaning up after eating. So, and then I also am trying to have like a social life as well. And that's going so. But, you know, whatever. I don't really want a boyfriend. I don't really want anything like that. So, that part of my social life is pretty much off the table. But I do have friends here that I often go out with. We go out to the bars, to the clubs, and we have a good time. But I haven't been able to do that for the last couple of weeks because I've been like so exhausted after my work weeks. I feel like I've not been able to get anything done. And I felt like I wasn't able to get anything done at work either. I don't know. Maybe it's just coming off of the long holiday. I just am fatigued. But like I said in my last video, one of my students is ill. We all know what that means. And I'm worried that this fatigue is that. But I have no other symptoms. I have no headache. I have no fever. I have no sore throat or stuffy nose or anything like that. So I don't know. Maybe it's just I need more caffeine in my life. I did go on a caffeine excursion. I went to 5 different cafes in one day when I was making this sweater because I decided to make this sweater in cafes only. And don't do that. Don't drink 5 or 6 caffeinated coffee beverages in one day. It wasn't even one day. It was like one an hour for like 6 hours. And I was like, I can feel my hair. And I feel like I can paint with all the colors of the wind. That might also be why this sweater went so fast. It was just like, boom, 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 boom. I had to take out one of the sleeves because I didn't like the way it was fitting on my arm. It was like all bunched up here and it was like loose. So I had to take it out and redo it because I wasn't able to try it on at one of the locations. Because that's how I make my sweaters. I start them and then I try them on 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 and I do a few rows and I try them on. And that way I get a perfect sweater made just for me. And isn't that great? One of my coworkers said that I should make, sweaters for other people, but I wouldn't even know how to start doing that because the way I make my sweaters is entirely based on my body shape and my specific body proportions. But she's like, oh my God, you can make a business out of this. You can make sweaters. You can make all these kinds of things. It's so cool. This is like your skill. And I'm like, yeah, but I only know how to make sweaters for me. I'm just starting out. I've only been doing this for like 2 or 3 years. I'm like, blankets and scarves? Yeah. Hats? Holy crow, am I there. But like wearables for other people? I might be able to make some cardigans, but an actual sweater that fits other people well, like straight size people? I'm not a straight size person. I wouldn't even know how to get started making a straight size sweater. I know how I make a sweater for myself. And it involves me trying it on like 5,000 times. But yeah. So that's what's been going on. Not anything particularly spectacular this time. Besides my awesome sweater! Woohoo! It fits! It fits! It looks good! I mean, it looks less good when I'm like, wah. Looks like I have a beard, but it's just a shadow. Yeah, so projects I'm looking forward to going forward. I already did. Ooh, I wonder if you guys would like to see a little bit of the jewelry that I've made. Because I've made some really, really beautiful jewelry. And I haven't really been showing it off on this channel because this channel is mostly supposed to be about, you know, the fiber arts, knitting and crochet. But I wonder if you guys would really like to see some of my jewelry that I've made. So I'm going to go get some. And then you guys can tell me what you think. But I think it's come out amazing. I have made so many pieces. And I put them all in these little cards and they look so cute. So I went through making these little like resin gummy bears earrings. They're so adorable. So I made a ton of those. And then I got some charms that I could make into earrings. So I made some like heart charms, made some really cute stuff. And I'm really not sure if any of it's gonna sell or if any of it's like what other people like, but I like it. Things like these hearts with the tree of life on them. They're like super cool. They're like brassy. I feel like my ring light is not doing them justice. But yeah, so I've been making earrings a lot because I think that they are so beautiful. Got these. So I've been making a lot of earrings. These little like star and moon ones. They're just like so cute and they come out so good. So I've just been like working mostly on that, which is why I don't have that many faux in crochet and knitting to show you guys. Yeah. I wonder if they'll sell. I wonder if other people will like them. I need to take pictures and put them up on my website. My website is, I mean, I'm currently centered in Japan, so I do ship abroad, but the problem is that I just sent out a package about this big to the United States and it cost me $27. $27 for a package about this big. So it's like, oh my God, it's so expensive to send things to the United States right now. And I don't know if you know, who would be willing to pay the shipping. Oh, here's a $10 pair of earrings. It's going to cost you $37 because it's coming from Japan. Or do I just wait until I'm back in the United States and shipping is much cheaper to you guys? Most of my audience is in the United States because I'm speaking in English. I do have a few people here in Japan who are watching my videos. I have a few people in other countries, some people in China and stuff. But I don't have that many followers. I don't have that many subscribers. I'm just out here making videos because this is what I love to do. And I love talking about it. And I love sharing about the yarn and the things that I'm making, and I've made so many adorable things, and I'm just so excited to share with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe, because I would love if you would stay with me and you would join me further as we move through my crafting journey. Now remember, I am Miss Chris at Chris's Awareness Knits. 2 S's on Chris's, 2 S's on Awareness, 1 S on Knits. I hope you join me next time. Y'all have a good day.